Hey friends, today Motherson Sumi share price has crashed 20% from levels of rupees 240 to levels of rupees 185. Now in case you have invested in Motherson Sumi, then please don't panic. The crash is due to demerger of Motherson Sumi domestic wiring harness business. This demerged entity would be called Motherson Sumi Wiring India, that is MSWIL. And the existing company, Motherson Sumi System, will be merged into promoter held Samvardhana Motherson International, that is SAMIL. And this domestic wiring harness business would be listed separately on Indian stock exchanges in March 2022. Now the record date of this demerger is 17 January 2022. So starting today, that is Friday 14 January 2022, Motherson Sumi will trade excluding this newly listed entity. And that is the reason why the share has corrected around 20%. Now obviously, since there is a demerger, the value of the remaining entity post demerger would fall, as now there will be two separate entities and hence the share price has also corrected to account for that difference. But you don't have to panic, as this fall would be compensated by providing share of newly listed entity. So if you are holding Motherson Sumi share before 14 January 2022, then you will get one share of this new entity Motherson Sumi Wiring India for every share of Motherson Sumi. For example, if you are holding 100 shares of Motherson Sumi, then you will get another 100 share of Motherson Sumi Wiring India. Now the only question is, what is the fair value of Motherson Sumi business after the demerger, as there will be two entities now? So as per report, analysts are expecting the fair value of old entity, that is SAMIL, between rupees 170 to rupees 230. And the fair value of new entity is somewhere between rupees 60 to rupees 80. So if you add it up, the total value is between rupees 230 to rupees 310. It means at current levels, Motherson Sumi, which is trading at rupees 185, is trading in the fair value range of 170 to 230. Now we have already discussed the fundamentals of Motherson Sumi business around a year ago. In case you want to understand its business in detail, you can explore the video. Motherson Sumi is basically in the business of wiring harness, which is assembly of electrical cables or wires that transmit signals or electrical power. They have usage across industries, but the automobile sector is the largest consumer. It helps in connecting various devices within the car and transfer electricity and signals. Some of its top customers include Audi, Mercedes, BMW and so on. In fact, majority of top global car companies are clients of Motherson Sumi. Recently, it has also entered into the aerospace wiring harness business. Apart from this, company also provide wiring harness in medical equipment and defense system. Apart from this, another business segment of Motherson Sumi is modules and polymer products, where Motherson Sumi is one of the world's largest manufacturer of interior and exterior components, from simple plastic parts to highly integrated modules for all type of vehicles. Interior products include your door panel, airbag box, cockpits, etc. And exterior products include your bumper, door handle, headlamp, rear lamp, etc. Then third business segment is vision system, where Motherson Sumi is world's leading supplier of rear view mirror system for passenger car and light commercial vehicle, and is a pioneer in camera system with high performance image processing technology for automotive applications. So in this demerger, Motherson Sumi is demerging its domestic wiring harness business from rest of the business. The basic idea behind the demerger is simplification of the group structure and value creation for shareholders. After the demerger, while the existing entity would continue to focus on wiring harness globally, where company has strong dominance in Europe and various parts of the world, along with other business segments like your modules and polymer and vision system. On the other side, this newly listed entity would focus on wiring harness for Indian market, which itself has a huge growth potential. Now as far as future growth is concerned, Motherson Sumi has a bright growth prospect on account of the electric vehicle theme, where company has around 25% of its new order book from electric vehicle companies. And this electric vehicle order book is growing quickly. And since company is also expanding into aerospace and defense wiring harness segment, there is bright growth potential. Company is expanding its business with lot of capex and acquisition, and has a healthy cash flow despite strong capex. In FY20, company's EBITDA stood at rupees 5,043 crore and capex was 2,285 crore. In FY21, the EBITDA stood at 4,688 crore and capex at 1,989 crore. In H1 of FY22, EBITDA stood at 4,899 crore against capex of 2,445 crore. Please note that despite of tough times for auto sector globally, company has done very well. and its EBITDA is almost 2 times its capex for H1 of FY22. Although company has high leverage with debt to equity of 1.7 times, but high debt is mainly for investment in capex for future growth. If you look at the financial breakup by Demerger, Sahil, which is the old entity, has generated a revenue of rupees 30,823 crore with EBITDA of rupees 2,449 crore and EBITDA margin of 7.95%. Profit after tax stood at 445 crore and net debt is rupees 8,794 crore. Whereas MSWIL, which is the newly listed entity, revenue stood at 2,514 crore, EBITDA at 301 crore, EBITDA margin at 11.97%, profit after tax at 175 crore and debt at 79 crore. So in short, Motherson Sumi has a very strong business and it is poised to grow in the future. It has been a wealth creator for its investors since a long time and I expect this company to do well in the future. Again, let me repeat. If you are an existing shareholder of Motherson Sumi before 14 January, then do not panic with this fall. You will get the newly listed entity shares in equal proportion. But the price of this newly listed entity would be declared only once it goes public in March 2022. So you'll have to wait till that time. But I hope you got the clarity on this entire development and the reason behind the fall in Motherson Sumi share price. If you find this information useful, do share it with your friends. And you can also explore my other videos for more informative content on stock market and money management. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.